this is going to grab Omar on top of side control me, please, so Omar. This is the system I want to explain it to you is one of the things on the side control is we want to take the space away. And I see a lot of time when we're playing this game, people don't understand the concept. So what I would like Omar to do from here is he's trying to get his left elbow as deep under my head as he possibly can. And then he wants to grab his hands together to put force. So this takes the space away. If my arm isn't on the inside from here, what Omar's going to do, think about it this way, is instead of walking away from my legs to defend the gut pass, see the down force is giving me space to work, is he's going to walk his right leg particularly to the back side of my hips. And that turns me sideways over. So this makes it very, very hard for me to turn back in towards my partner. Secondly, is once he's got the grips together, right, if he pulls his elbows in towards his stomach, so your right elbow more, and towards it kind of turns me almost belly down. So you know that I'm going to have to move and to start to get out of here. From my point of view, this is my saving grace. And this one of the things that I learned was pretty much applying equal force. So if Omar starts to squeeze and puts pressure here, I start to squeeze and put pressure here. But I keep my elbow on the inside. So one of the things that I see people do is they try and push, but my elbow's on the outside, my hand system's wrong. So what I'm trying to think about this way is as he drives this in, I drive mine up. And I don't have to move. Right, he's going to have to move to start to create space for me.
It's good.
Simple.
Yeah, so simple.
So on the shoulder, hands in. So I'm going to get my partner to apply a little bit of force, squeeze. So from here, hold, and just slowly lift your elbow. Now, the beauty that I have is he's trying to put force on top of me to hold me down. Once I create a frame system, he can't commit to hold me down, commit to breaking the frame system because he's holding me. If I let go to my frame system, he's no longer holding me, I can move. Because I'm putting a wedge in there, I'm creating space so I can move. Does that kind of make sense? So I really need you guys to concentrate on this part here. I'm just going to explain is my elbow, right? I need what we call inside position. My elbow's on his shoulder or bicep. Here, I won't get the drive. So by default, as he drives into me, my elbow comes into position anyway. So now I'm inside to be able to work and to take things. So no, there's no hands together. Micah, come here please. How'd that feel? So here, and then as I apply pressure from here, and yeah, that got pretty good pressure. Let's think about this. So I'll start to get my attacks. Really important, my elbow's not going up, my elbow's going into my partner, and it's my elbow, not my forearm. If you separate, this becomes a weak mechanic. If it's tight, it's a strong mechanic. 1, 2, 3. And this is the secondary thing that I see. So he's got the good pressure here. So to get my elbow underneath the chin, I want my feet away so it's underneath the chin. Does that make sense? So there's not much point here because I'm not going to get a really good drive. So I walk my feet away and just the forearm from here. Now, once I'm here, I don't want to extend my hand higher than my elbow because he'll push this across and I see something like. So this is more, if anything, what I'm doing is I'm kind of coming under my partner to move offside. So Colin has a really good grip me, so he's got his hands together and all that. This is really easy, so I just slide my hips down and this is really easy. It's actually really easy to get out of it. So how do I do that? Okay, you know that reverse hip escape that no one ever actually uses in jiu-jitsu at the warm-up? Okay, we're going to use it. Okay, so feet, drag my butt, elbow. But just reverse hip escape. Your arm is in danger. Swing, underhook. Your arm's in danger. Okay, this is separating from my body. Underhook straight away. So again, once we're here, it's got the good pressure, it's turned me away. So I'm like, man, okay, so extend my legs, drag my butt down, elbow, create space, start to rescue. So your reverse hip escape, we actually have a purpose and a use for it now. 1, 2, 3. He's got his hands on here, he has the inside position. So a lot of time when I get on a band in side control, I'm here kind of like, you know, I'm going to try and fight it. I'm like, man, you know what? He's got the inside position. He's in a bit better control than me. So I'm going to flare my elbow a little bit, swing my hand, I'm just going to drop low. Turn my head. So now as phone system becomes null and void, it can't rescue guard. I've got a really good way to keep my partner offside now. I call this forklift side control. So when I teach the kids, I call it forklifts because I'm basically like if I'll bulldoze it, trying to move them away from me. But I'm trying to lift and turn my partner's body away. So a lot of time that we see the people pass the guard and they get to this position and they're like hand fighting and they're like, and all of a sudden that bottom knee comes through. You know, Carlos's magic knee. That just, I'm laying on the ground on flat. How the hell did you get that knee through? Yeah, you know, like I mean, like, so one thing is, if I'm fighting here, my weight's journey this way, which means my hips are light. If my hips are heavy, his frame system's going to win. So for me, if I pass the guard from here, first thing is I flare the head, swing. Third. Forklift, keep him offside. Just keep him offside. I'm not actually trying. So, but the key is, what I see people do is they spend more time planting the hip to stop the leg coming through instead of trying to turn the knee away. You've got to turn the hips away so that they can't bring the knee through. No much point just having a hand on the ground, because technically, if my hand's on the ground, a hip escapes away. Oh, you don't need to, just hip escape away. Now, your knee's through. So I see so many people get to this position and they're like, haha, they put the hand on the ground, they go hip escape. It's like, oh man, you know, like you've got that knee through again. So what we want to do, just move over fraction, Emma, is we go switch base forwards. First of all, torque the head. Torque the head, swing, drop my hand, turn his knees away and float it. Make sure it doesn't grab it. One, two, three. This isn't a new concept at all, but it's something that once you understand your driving ability and the space, it will improve, it will minimize some rescuing the guard substantially, and it will give you a better control and a better grip on your partner. So we're going to go nice and slow. So once again, I've come through and he's got his frame system. I'll play the game a little bit in case I can get on the inside. If I can get on the inside, I'm okay. But like a lot of time they're here like, oh, and I'm like, man, okay. So first things first is I'll flare the head. All right, so now swim. This is the part I says, my weight by default is still directly on top of my partner. If my partner does a bridge and bench press, he can create space to bring the legs through. So once I'm here, watch what I do. Right, the only part of me that's on my partner is my head. So he can't, if he turns towards me, It tries to bridge, tries to push. Now, see what's happening? Exposing the backside and exposing the shoulder. Now we're in the game. Because they're going to turn towards you. They can't come underneath me anymore, so they're going to turn, they're going to expose it. Right. So what we do is just try and drop flat so that it should just be kind of like your shoulders and your chin on them. Turn towards their legs. They're going to turn towards you. Make sure you capitalize on the back side of the shoulder. 1, 2, 3. There's a couple of things that we need to address. And I'll reorder these, so then when the frame system is hits on my throat, this hurts. So I'm always going to face the other way. The only exception to the rule is you've got to come over the frame system. Right, but for this one here, get the grips, flare. So as he's putting the frame system in, swing and I'll crush it, come off my partner. Now, I'm actually better, think about it this way, by going more towards the shoulder and further away from hips than going towards his hips and having him reframe. So I'm seeing some of you guys sitting in the middle, he's still got a frame on my neck, you know, like it's still, so what I want to hold, I want to roll. And now, thing goes like, head goes low, start to drive. So start your Von Flute choke. So instead of framing, he's going to try and push my head. So here. Right, Von Flute choke. The only way you're going to get Von Flute is if your hips are higher than your head, it won't work. So can I spin around a little bit? So here, anytime that I come up here, it's got a frame system. You might not rest your guard. So what I want is, I'll drop my hip low, turn my head. Now, I'm simply going to walk and put to get the choke. Okay, this is one of the easiest chokes you're ever going to get once I don't have a frame system in there. It's very similar to the north-south choke, right? But I've got to keep my shoulder turned into my partner. I've got to be driving that way. I can't be driving high through my partner. Would like to see it one more time? Okay. So, small detail is everyone actually, and they said, can you put it on for about a couple more seconds? Okay. So once I'm here, I can fight it. There will be times when I'm going to fight. So this is an option for, it's not the be all and end all from here, right? So if I'm here, I can't flare his head. So I want to get here. Now, palm goes down, flare the head. Swing, swing off my partner. Rock it. Walk. And turn. 1, 2, 3. It has their place in society, like the word bee and queen bee and just a demo bee. Okay. So this one, it's a back step, restep, and there's no pause. Back step, restep. When I hit this, it's done really fast and really dynamic. So I'm not waiting for a reaction. I'm not waiting to see what else. I'm just going for it, and then I'll deal with his reactions once I've completed it. Okay. So the frame system, I come in. He's got his frame system. So palm down, elbow, swing. Here. Now watch what I do from here. This. I want to go 1 and a back step. Slow motion. Don't watch slow motion. We should do it normal speed. This way, so the crook of the elbow. This way, there's no torque on the head.
Your palm on the back there.
Also, this way, there's a cutting armbar. This way, if he does the cutting armbar from here, like it's too hard to get to. Secondly, when I roll, puts pressure. Turn my head. Here. Going my 1 foot, and that's what I'm waiting for. So either he moves towards me or moves away from me. I got back step, so I put pressure onto his head, and they're going to go like, you know, like, and that's normally what I get. So for me,
Head arm choke.
no head arm choke. I'm too high in the body, there's no head arm choke. So, put your frame in. So, cup the head, pull the head to the arm. Don't fight this. Push the head. Now we're in the game. So a lot of time that we're here, people that are trying to get that across, just push the head underneath, the frame system becomes weak. Like this, like I said, if you're like, oh, I'll just do that instead. It changes the whole dynamics of it, so push the head. Those that have played mount, this is my favourite mount. You get that arm stuck there and it's really nice. One other way, it's slow motion. Here. Sugon Bon Flute. Back step. Frame. We'll keep the first one. Get rid of the frame. Palm, flare, turn, drop down, Bon Flute. Sit. Let's go into hand fight. Here, and what I'm waiting for is this. So if his knees, just kill the knees. If his knees turn towards me, I'm so far up the body, he can't capture the half guard. If my partner turns his knees away from me, push the knees down, step in the valley. Clear. Hold the head. Let him wiggle. Slow, 1, 2, 3. Might just off the mark, not quite getting the Bon Flute, but they're not rolling left, right, they're kind of being quite stubborn about it. So I'm having trouble upgrading to mount, specifically if they put one leg in front of the other or they're playing the knee to chest and I can't quite get the other. I don't want to step onto their hooks, I don't want to step onto their shins. So this will be the next one. I don't get this a lot. The time I do get is for normally the longer people or the shorter people. So I'll explain. Nice and slow. So once again, if you guys just do the whole system so you get the good habits. Palm goes on the ground, rock and roll, come through, slide off, Bon Flute. And he's still got that frame. And I'm having a little bit of trouble, like, you know, so the downfall about it now is that if I step and I create space, it's got the ability to rescue guard. So my partner's kept this frame on the inside. I do two things. I just got to get a tension grip onto the gi. And grab the far leg pants. Come up to get the reaction instead. And that's a pretty light knee ride. But it's such a heavy knee ride because I've controlled the upper and the lower body and I'm putting it right on the floating rib as well. So that'll be my next reaction. He's definitely going to try and push it. So then that gives me the option to either take the armbar, take the choke or upgrade as well. How I'm doing it, I'm going to go slow motion. So we're here. So what I'm doing is, a lot of people, they go knee riding, they go, oh, knee ride, but see what I've just done, how I've created all the frame system for him to be able to put his frames in. So it's more like I'm going to go, I'll put my knee on there. Come up, knee right, hold. So then it's up to him however he wants to react with it.
That's really good.
Try and do it again. And once again, just get where I want to go. Yeah, like just that knee ride, be patient with it. Just so you guys know, look, if I'm knee riding and anytime this hand comes on the inside, put your knee on it and go back. Put your knee on it, go back. Put your knee on it, go back. Just, I'm not. Just do that all day. Captain America, I can do this all day. Okay, so up going to knee right, change partners, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I didn't mean to.